Alright, so our round 3 match is Dredge versus the Cheerios combo. Um, so this one, the Cheerios just definitely has the advantage because Dredge doesn't really play any creature interaction. Like maybe, I guess Dark Blast? It's like one Dark Blast, one's Assassin's Trophy out of the board. But that's just not going to be really enough for this match. Alright, so it looks like Cheers is taking a mulligan. I'm just getting caught up on some deck lists here. I'm just looking at Dredge's board, and like Damping Spheres are probably going to be the best thing against them. Ugh. Yeah. Like the rest of the board just does not look good at all. I mean, I don't even think Dredge can even out aggro them. Like, I mean, it would have to be a really slow hand for Cheerios. And they're going first. So that doesn't help either. Ugh. So looks like turn 1 Sram Visions for the Cheerios player. Look at the 2 cards. Obviously, he wants to find a Sram or a Pure Steel Paladin to start being able to go off. I will say I do enjoy having some unique decks here because it's just like, I haven't seen Cheerios in a while. It's really fun. Just like go back. All right, like how does this deck work? So it looks like Steak Whip and something else into the second one, but I'm gonna assume 2 Dredgers. Looks like Cheerios players also checking to see which 2 cards. So it's like going out of 14. So if the Cheerios player has a Sram or Pure Steel Paladin in hand with, let's say, 3 artifacts, I mean, since they know they're up against Dredge. Oh, they didn't. Alright, so it's like Sram Visions. Looks like they drew a 0-drop artifact. If it's not a Sram or Pure Steel Paladin, I'm pretty sure they just put it to the bottom. It looks like neither one were, so 2 to the bottom. Alright, so Dredge. I mean, Dredge has a shot. Oh. Oh no. He drew instead of dredging. So, I mean, alright, so I guess with Cheers being at 14, if they don't drop a Sram or Pure Steel Paladin next turn, we're hoping that Kyle has a Cathartic Reunion in hand. And that way it won't really matter that he missed the Dredge triggers. Looks like he does. Okay. So it looks like... what was the second one he discarded? No, I can't tell. Alright. So looks like no triggers. Second Dredger. Additional Sequence Dip. Alright, there we go. Looks like Creeping Chill. Put him down to 11. So for a third card, he can do Life from the Loam. And Dredge 3. Looks like he's using the draw. I'm not sure why he... I thought it was Life from the Loam. Could be wrong. It's like land for turn. For Cheerios. Maybe pass? So it looks like Shriekhorn. We got a reader! This looks like putting the top 3, or top 2, excuse me. Faithless. So drawing 2, we're going to be pitching the 2 Stinkweed Imps. Alright. Oh, man, like, both these decks are having really... Alright, so... Looks like he got a land for turn, so Blood Gas, and they'll have the Amalgam trigger at end of turn, which I assume he's just moving to at this point. Alright, so... Cheerios has to get a Sram at this point. Because... during the upkeep, he'll just Shriekhorn 2 more. And if he gets, what, 2 Creeping Chills? Wow. Hard casting, Simian, Spirit Guide. You know your deck is in a bad spot when you're hard casting Simian, Spirit Guide. So during the upkeep, for the draw, 2 more. Looks like there's a Life from the Loam. Alright, so obviously we're just going to Dredge 5. If you can get 2 Creeping Chills, that would be ideal. So Narcomoeba. So I mean there's 5. He has a Conflagrate in the bin with 5 cards in hand. So it puts him to 6. Which then put him to... So, like, Kyle should have definitely just Conflagrated him, because then it stops him from fetching. And putting him to 1 to stop them from fetching would have probably been the better play. Also, you would put your Sneak Imps back in the bin to try and find more Creeping Chills. But I mean, I guess either way it doesn't really... I mean, it could matter, because if Cheerios finds a Sram or Pierce Steel Paladin off the top, I'm pretty sure they're just going to win. But, like, having them not be able to fetch could be important. Yeah. And it looks like they forgot to put Grape Shot. When he gave us deck list, he didn't put a Grape Shot in the main board, which he does have, I'm pretty sure, of Cheers. Did not get a SRAM. Looks like Dredge gets it game 1. Alright, looks like some discussions going on. Alright, so round 3. Looks like Dredge took out a Dark Blast, a Faithless Looting, 2 Shriekhorn, and a Narcomoeba, and brought in 2 Nature's Claims, 2 Ancient Grudge, and a Gnaw to the Bone. I mean, I guess I agree with the Gnaw. The artifact destruction against Cheerios doesn't really matter. Because, like, you blown up 1 or 2 isn't that big of a thing, because they're going to just keep playing and drawing cards. So I don't feel like those, I guess, matter as much. Damping Sphere is definitely a card that you should be bringing in. because forcing them to, like, because they still have to cast the artifact spells, like forcing those to be more than 0 just really limits their game plan down pretty good. So, all right, and then we jump over to Cheerios. That they're taking out a Noxious, a Sram, a Hercules, and 2 Spirit Guides for 2 Relic, a Silence, a Surgical, and a Mentor. So I'm pretty sure so on this list, the Mentor in the main board is supposed to be a Grape Shot. I think they just got confused when they filled out deck lists. I think the Mentor is obviously supposed to be in the board. So 4, 6, 10, 11, 13, yeah. So anyway, yeah. All right. So while they're doing that, we are less than 2 weeks from this tournament, guys. We're really excited. Unfortunately, we will not be able to live stream it like we were originally hoping, but we will be recording matches and the top 8, and we may pick a day where we just stream it like a tournament. Maybe like a Wednesday or Thursday. Get you guys real excited. You know, just stream for 6 to 8 to 10 hours. Just make it a lot of fun. Hope to see you guys for that one. I said once we know what we're gonna do with that. Also, quick reminder about our 10 subscriber giveaway. This one right here, 10 subscribers, you get a Meddling Mage signed by the artist in gold. And then for you that are watching this on YouTube who aren't able to watch us live stream, if we get to 100 subscribers, a foil expansion explosion. Just get you guys a little encouragement to get to that 100. I know we're slowly getting there. I think we're around 80-ish right now. So I said, like, you guys subscribing to us or following us on Twitter or follow us on Twitch, and we also have a Twitter, MTJunction00. I mean, it helps us expand our channel, lets us know that you guys like what we're doing, and we can keep doing it. So that's always helpful. All right, looks like we're ready for game 2. Cheerios is going to be on the play again. Let's see if they can do what they normally do and just, you know, have a Sram and or Pure Star Paladin just go off. So turn 1 Hollow Fountain into play tapped, pass. So looks like fetch. Oh, Pure Steel Paladin. Uh-oh. That is not looking good. And I see at least 3 artifacts in hand. Alright, so it looks like the Stomping Ground's into play tapped. Alright, well, it looks like Cheerios might be going off this turn. Oh, and passes. Alright. So he figures that there's I guess he's playing against Dredge. There's no need to try and just put things down for value. You don't have to worry about any kill spells. So that way you get mana to untap for your Hercules Recall and or Retrex. So it looks like hard cast, Life from the Loam, get back to fetch land. Oh no, a second Pure Steel Paladin. So trigger. He's gonna draw 2 cards. Trigger. Alright, looks like I'm pretty sure Cheerios is able to go off at this point. Because when there's 2 on the board, like, it's really hard to just whiff. It's like he's just gonna equip those 3. Looks like 2 more. I'll say Opal and an equipment. It's like, all right, so what? It's like, okay, I don't understand what's going on. It's like, oh, this is going on. Is you're losing. It's like, retract all the artifacts back to the hand. I mean, so he was like, sure. Here's however many. I think like what's 6 or 12 cards. It's like, okay. So it's like, here's 4 more. We'll draw 8 more cards. And it looks like there's the concession from the Dredge player. It's just like, okay, yeah, like I see what you're doing now, and it's a little busted. So, bring in Damping Sphere. Bring in, oh, alright. Alright, also for the reminder, we do have a Twitch goal. Since we're going to Magic Fest Las Vegas, thought we'd have a little bit of fun. If we get to $300 by that time in donations, I will go dressed as Gandalf, playing a Warrior Control deck. Anytime I cast Ensnaring Bridge, I will yell, "You shall not pass." I already know I'm probably going to annoy the shit out of the people playing next to me and probably my opponent, but it's going to be a lot of fun. And, I mean, I know how much Magic players love to troll people, especially aesthetically, for all you older Magic nerds who get that. But yeah, and also we will have some video clips of me doing it because one of the players is going to Magic Fest Vegas with me, so there will be video evidence if we get there of me doing it, so you guys can all giggle and point and laugh. All right, and I said, man, I'm excited for this. I want to see what decks come out for this tournament. We have a very a unique meta at our in our community because like we have a lot of tier 1 decks, Dredge, Tron, Arclight Phoenix, Amulet Titan. We also have decks that you just don't see, like Mill, Cheerios. We have a Seismic Assault player. We have like Espergorio. We have the Grishol brand. We have Bridgevine. We have a Drowsytron. Like our meta, Sultai mid range. Like our meta is just so vast, and like some of the matchups are just so interesting that you're not gonna see in a GP necessarily or some of the bigger tournaments. And it makes it just a lot of fun, especially when we can record them and like go back and watch them. It's so much fun, especially when you get fun decks like looks like we're going ahead into game 3. We had one of our players build a tribal horse deck and we called it Rainbow Dash, and like it was the funniest thing ever because like there was one point he got 2 of the horse lords out, and so it's like, yeah, I'll gain a life, make 2 5/5s that are indestructible. Both my lords are indestructible because they're not legendary, and so it was just almost like his opponent wasn't playing white, and so you couldn't path him, and it was just like, oh, it was so hilarious. But we really enjoyed this, we enjoy the tier 1 matchups because we know that's what a lot of you guys probably tune in for. Is like, oh, how does this deck do? How does Dredge do against Bridgevine? How does Is It Phoenix do against Whir? Like, we understand. We also we know you guys like the fun matches too, or the off the wall decks, and so we try and branch our community out and our decks out as much as we can. We don't try and have the same decks on camera, the same matchups all the time. Obviously, we're gonna have a lot of the same decks because we don't have a 100-person community. But so looks like turn 1, Bloodstained into land tapped. So no Faithless. Also, Kyle, get out of that habit of putting your deck face up. Like, you give your opponent free information. I know it's an F&M, but it's just a bad habit to get into. Stop that. Reveal surgical. Now we're just gonna put that in the middle somewhere. Like, get that out of here. I mean, it really doesn't matter because Chad does have a second fetch in hand, but I mean, technically, your opponent would have probably shuffle the whole thing even recut. Looks like Bloodstained Mire getting a second land. Cathartic Reunion, hopefully? Like, get something going for Dredge. Kyle, I know when you watch this on YouTube, stop! Put your deck face up. Always put it face down. Like, giving your opponent free information is never a good thing. Like, I'm a control player. I love it when you give me free information. There's a Cathartic Reunion. Alright. So, it looks like Life from the Loam. Thug? So it looks like one Creeping Chill trigger. Alright. So Thug to hand. Life from the Loam. We're hoping a good Dredge 3. Creeping Chill, land. I mean, that's still pretty good. Put your opponent to 10. Looks like I have to draw for turn, unfortunately. It's like, hey, whoa, get the Creeping Chills out of here. Come on now. It's like, you're right, my fault. And then he's already played land for turn. So looks like we're going to pass. Alright, so it looks like fetch down to 9. So it comes down to, does he have a Sram or Pure Steel Paladin? Also, Kyle, you should have brought in Damping Sphere. Damping Sphere is an amazing card against this deck. It's one of the reasons the deck kind of fell off of the meta. Because, like, everyone runs Damping Sphere on the board for Tron, Izzet Phoenix, and Storm. Hey, Relic. Oh, it's definitely going to be slowing Dredge down. So, oh man. I'm just trying to think here. If he plays a second blacks, let me take a look, see if he does. He just played 2 Blood Crypt, so you could have fetched and hard casted his Bloodghast and just dealt 2, and then try and deal as much damage as possible and get ready for that Conflagrate. Unless he milled the Blood Crypt. In that case, then definitely go Life from the Loam. Right, it's like you can cast it, and now they have to pick if they want to do that now. Also, you get more cards in your hand for the Conflagrate that you have in hand. And so you could just get all 3. Also, you go above hand size and you can pitch more Dredgers. It's also a decent plan. But I definitely think since I didn't see the Blood Crypt in the bin, I definitely would just fetch for the Bloodghast first. Because next turn you could... I guess with that you need an untapped land. So I think Kyle's just trying to maybe pre-set up for that play. It was like, alright, cool. Like, fetch land, get the other... Like, hey, he's going to pop the Relic in response. Alright. So... Yeah, okay, yeah. So it's like, alright, so we have a Dredger. Alright. Conflagrate for 0. Alright. So 4 cards in hand would go up to 5. Does he have a Sram or Pure Steel Paladin? I think he does. But I'm not sure. Apparently not. Alright, so it looks like we're going to Dredge 3. Ooh. Oh, Narcomoebe was always a good one. So this is the bin. Narcomoebe comes into play. So I think you... So a Flashback, Faithless. Alright, so Dredge, first one. Alright, so we get life from the loam. Oh, so I just think he's trying to get more blood gas into the bin. And then, alright, yep, Dredge 3. Alright. Knot of the Bone could help. And then Faithless to the bin. You can go... What? Oh, discarding 2. Okay. But no, not Exile. Alright, whatever. Land for turn. Get 2 blood gassed. Hit you for 4. I mean, they have haste, so technically, like, you don't get the prize amalgam yet. It is important that you try and do things in the correct step. Okay, there you go. Oh, I think he's put off the side, so you remember to trigger. Alright, so at this point, Chad has to get a Sram or a Pure Steel Paladin off the top, or he's just dead because of the Conflagrate in the bin, and then just what's on the board. Alright. Does he get it off the top? Like, at this point, might as well just, like, reveal the top card. It is not. He's like, play all these, Helix Retract, Vox Opal, and concede. So, Dredge pulled it out in 3. That's pretty, yep, that's what he's looking for. Oh. All right.